Good evening, everyone. Oscar's last vlog about Quidditch and, what was it, curling? Well, it reminded me of a topic that every witch and wizard should be familiar with, and that, my friends, is a history of Quidditch. Where did it all begin, how it developed, and why it is so popular? Was Quidditch always like this, you ask? Grab your chair and relax, because what I've got for you is a quick history of our most popular sport. Many different sports with flying broomsticks helped in developing what we know as Quidditch today, but it all began in the 11th century on Quidditch Marsh, where the first game of Quidditch took place. It all happened right there, and it was all written down. Can you imagine how exciting that must have been? There were these homemade quaffles and bewitched rocks that worked as bludgers, but it was an awfully violent sport, I'll tell you that. No wonder a bludger was called a bludder back then. But in 100 years' time, around 1150, there were already organized tournaments, which were played by many Scottish warlocks and other people of higher status. You're probably wondering where the snitch comes in, right? Well, the thing with the snitch began in 1269 in Kent, where a grand game was being held. By that time, Quidditch, as it was known back then, was so popular that even the chief of the Wizards' Council, Barberus Bragge, came to watch. Before the game started, he released a bird. Not just any bird. A golden snidget. It is a well-known fact that hunting golden snidgets was a popular pastime in the Middle Ages. Poor things, they nearly went extinct. Anyhow, there was a reward of 150 galleons for catching it, and one thing led to another. Quidditch got a new player, Hunter, or as we know it now, Seeker. Of course, as I said, snidgets were almost extinct by the mid-14th century, so they had to find a suitable substitute. Bowman Wright, who, by the way, lived in Godric's Hollow, was the man who invented the golden snitch. Well, anyway, with the invention of the golden snitch, Quidditch had all its balls and players. Isn't that great? Well, there's also a lot about Quidditch which to mention. Did you know there used to be 3 wooden barrels instead of hoops? And don't even get me started on the evolution of broomsticks. Did you know?
Galloping Borgans, sis. Only you could make Quidditch boring. I bet you have another 3 feet of notes on the fascinating history of Quidditch.
5, actually. But Ben's right. A whole history of this sport is a bit extensive for just one vlog. But I can always make another one, can't I? So I'll say goodbye to you now, and I'll see you in your next vlogs. Valete. That's Latin for remain in good health. But I could mention the broom speed regulations of 1673, or how game violation number 22 was introduced. Or what about that Swedish judge? I should totally write that down.